Welcome back to Smart Review Management, Building Trust and Building Revenue. This content is brought to you by Travel Oregon. Lesson 4 is all about responding to reviews. This video will share best practices for managing your reviews with real examples from businesses, both good and bad. By the end of this session, you should be ready to engage with your customers online. According to BrightLocal's Consumer Review Survey, 88% of consumers indicate they are more likely to choose a business that responds to all reviews. The survey also found that 41% of consumers consult 3 or more review sites before making a decision. This data highlights the importance of developing a clear strategy for responding to customer feedback. Now, we'll go over the recommended practices and common pitfalls when responding to reviews, including some real-world examples. It's important to respond to reviews in a timely manner. Customer review research indicates that 34% of consumers expect businesses to respond within 2 to 3 days. Responding promptly, whether the feedback is positive or negative, demonstrates that you are engaged and value customer input. As we discussed earlier, platforms like Google allow reviewers to update their star ratings, so a timely and helpful response can influence a customer to revise their initial rating. Always express gratitude to customers for taking the time to leave feedback. Showing appreciation, regardless of whether the review is positive or negative, helps build goodwill. Maintain a professional and friendly tone in all responses, even if the review itself is not. If a negative review is left, remain calm and see it as an opportunity to demonstrate your commitment to customer service and your willingness to address concerns. When a review includes constructive criticism, acknowledge it respectfully and suggest continuing the discussion offline. This type of feedback can provide valuable insights for improving your business. Additionally, responding in this manner demonstrates your willingness to listen to customer concerns and make changes as needed. Whenever possible, encourage customers to continue the conversation offline, especially if it's a more complex issue. This allows you to resolve the situation more effectively and deters additional negative dialogue online. Now let's discuss what not to do. Be conscious of your tone and avoid making excuses when responding to negative reviews. Doing so can make your response seem defensive and may damage your credibility. Instead, shift the focus to how you plan to address the issue and make improvements going forward. It's important to refrain from incentivizing reviews. While it might seem like a quick way to increase review volume, offering incentives can lead to biased feedback. Additionally, review platforms may penalize businesses that engage in this practice. Do not ignore negative reviews. These reviews are often crucial to address, as they present an opportunity to turn a dissatisfied customer into a loyal one. Be aware that negative reviews can be prominently displayed in search results, such as Google's Knowledge Panel, LocalPack, or even in AI overviews. Potential customers do read these reviews, and your response demonstrates how seriously you take customer feedback. Here's an example of a thoughtful response to a negative review. This reply checks all the right boxes. It thanks the guest, addresses their concerns clearly, and uses an empathetic, professional tone. It also outlines the immediate steps the business took to fix the issue. Feel free to pause the video here if you'd like to read through the full response. It's a great reference for crafting your own replies that turn feedback into an opportunity to build trust. As a small business, we understand your time and resources are often limited. The good news is that it's not necessary to respond to every single review. However, to manage your online reputation effectively, there are some useful guidelines you can follow to prioritize your responses and make the best use of your time. It's always a good idea to thank customers for leaving positive feedback, as this can help turn them into loyal, repeat customers or enthusiastic advocates for your business. A practical approach is to aim to respond to roughly 25% of your 4- and 5-star reviews. When deciding which positive reviews to reply to, prioritize those that are more detailed. Longer reviews often provide more context and specific praise, making your response more meaningful and impactful. Keep in mind that platforms like Google allow customers to edit their ratings and reviews after initially posting them. This means that when you receive an average review, there is an opportunity to engage with the customer, address any concerns they have, and potentially influence them to update their review. As a general goal, aim to respond to about 50% of your 3-star reviews, focusing on those that provide specific feedback that you can act on. It's particularly important to prioritize responding to negative reviews, especially those where the feedback is constructive and actionable. We strongly recommend responding to every 1- and 2-star review. This shows that you take customer concerns seriously and are committed to addressing any issues. Review platforms have content policies in place, and if a review violates these policies, you have the option to report it. Before flagging a review, ensure you have a legitimate reason and that it truly goes against the platform's guidelines. While it can be challenging to significantly improve an overall star rating just by accumulating more positive reviews, monitoring negative reviews and reporting those that violate policies can be a proactive approach. First, familiarize yourself with the specific platform's content policy. To help, we'll discuss a few common scenarios where reporting a review may be appropriate. Always report reviews that contain profanity, harassment, or discriminatory language. These clearly violate most platforms' content policies. You can also report reviews that specifically name individual staff members. This often occurs in the hospitality industry, especially in restaurants. These types of reviews can be flagged as bullying or targeting and are frequently removed by the platform. Another scenario for reporting a review is if it's off-topic or doesn't reflect the reviewer's own first-hand experience with your business. Reviews should be based on genuine interactions. If a review is about something completely unrelated, or if it's clear the person hasn't actually been a customer, it may be grounds for removal. Given that one-star reviews can have a disproportionately negative impact on your overall star rating, it's worthwhile to watch out for reviews that are clearly irrelevant or don't fairly represent your business. In this example, the reviewer clearly states that they have not been to the restaurant and their complaint is simply silly. Businesses often evolve, with changes in staff, products, and services. If you have reviews that are outdated and no longer reflect the current state of your business, for example, reviews mentioning staff who are no longer there, comments on services you no longer provide, or photos from before a renovation, you can report these. While there's no guarantee of removal, it's worth attempting to have outdated reviews removed, especially if they're negatively affecting your ratings. If your business receives a consistent flow of online reviews, you might want to consider using software tools to help track feedback and manage your responses. While some robust reputation management platforms can be quite costly, there are also more affordable options available that cater to small businesses. Yext and BrightLocal are well-known names in reputation management software. They offer comprehensive solutions but are generally geared toward larger businesses with bigger budgets. High5 and MyPresences are more affordable options recommended by small business owners on Reddit. High5 allows you to track reviews and respond to customers. They have a free version and premium solution starting as low as $17 a month. MyPresences also offers tools for tracking and managing reviews. Their plans start at $12.50 a month, making it another budget-friendly option. When choosing a tool, start by evaluating how frequently your business receives reviews on major platforms. This will give you a sense of your needs and help you research different solutions effectively. Here are 4 key takeaways from this lesson. Respond promptly. Timely replies build trust and can improve ratings. Most customers expect a response within 2 to 3 days, and quick engagement can even influence reviewers to update their ratings. Be professional and empathetic. Thank customers and address concerns calmly. Gratitude and professionalism go a long way, especially with negative reviews, where empathy can turn criticism into loyalty. Always respond to 1- and 2-star reviews, then focus on detailed positive reviews. Make sure every low-star review gets a reply, and use any remaining time to engage with long-form positive reviews where your response can add value. Report reviews that violate policies. Protect your business from unfair or irrelevant feedback. Look out for reviews with profanity, bullying, secondhand experience, or outdated information. This helps keep your reputation fair and accurate. Thank you for watching. For additional resources and support, visit the Travel Oregon Business Listings Toolkit. Visit industry.traveloregon.com/listings.